Shalom, shalom, Mishpachah. I'm looking kind of rough. I haven't got a haircut in a little while. Oh man, I got some stuff in my hair, and I haven't shaved in a decent little bit. But what I wanted to say really quickly on here is that you cannot be afraid, family, to do it yourself. You know, the scripture says one from a city and two from a family, or one from a family and two from a city. So you've got to take that seriously, because that is what it means, that you are not going to have a whole lot of help or supporters in your mission. And whether your mission be in the word to go out and preach, or to teach, or to travel, which all of those things should be goals of yours. Because if you're in the United States, you should be looking to travel out of it. If those are your goals, and if you are in the walk, the Hebraic walk, like we've been, for the past 8 years or so, then these should be your goals. Your goals should be education. Your goals should be going out and either teaching or preaching, or, getting the message out in some form or fashion. And then also your priority should be leaving the United States. If you're of the walk, if you're a Hebrew man running a family, your priority should be leaving. And where you go and how you get there should be top of your priorities. But if you don't find anybody to come with you, or anybody that shares a like mind with you, or you're afraid that whoever you're with now does not have that like mind, you cannot stop. You have to continue. You have to continue to go. Because believe it or not, whoever these other people are, and whoever else that you have in mind, once the crap starts hitting the fan, which it will, you'll be glad that you made the moves that you made. And whoever else is out there will be looking towards you to help them. And so you've got to be ready for that, and then you've got to be ready to do it on your own. You can't be afraid to say, hey, I'm going to do this by myself. It doesn't mean you have to leave whoever you're with. As far as marriage or divorce or anything like that. It doesn't necessarily mean that, but you need to be preparing. You need to be preparing more than just, I have an emergency bank account. No, you need to have your passport together. You need to have possibly a place out of the country where you can go and, quickly get to. You need to have rations. You need to have food, water stored up. You need these things. These are things that you have to have. This is not an option. Preparedness is what the Bible teaches. There's storehouses in the Bible. The Levites ran storehouses. So you have to understand that preparation has always been there in the community. And if that's not something that you're doing now, then you need to start. And the best way to prepare for the end of the world is to get out of Babylon. And we all know that. So again, just a really quick recap. This is a short video. Do not be afraid to do it by yourself. Do not fear that people will think of you as being crazy, or, look at what you have in America and say, hey, why would you leave all this? Don't do that, because it's you. It's gonna just be you. You have the understanding, Hebrew man, and you need to follow through with it. This is one of the characteristics of faith, that when the call comes, when the word goes out, and the word is going out, don't think that the word is not going out for you to leave Babylon. It's not a coincidence that you've got, lots of actors and even the vice president coming to Ghana to check out what's going on in Ghana, because they know that's an escape route for Hebrew African Americans, right? Don't think that they don't see what's going on, that they are not planning and plotting in certain ways too. So even they are looking towards this direction. So So you need to be doing the same thing. You need to be looking for that place of escape, whether it be Africa, whether it be Central America. I would not suggest Mexico. Here recently, you've seen on the news lots and lots of black people getting killed in Mexico. I will tell you that my first destination was going to be Mexico. And I'm not saying that the entire country is just, okay, well, don't fool around in Mexico no more. But still, don't fool around in Mexico no more. Too many people are ended up getting killed down there. Too many black folks are ended up getting killed down there, black Americans. And so you should stay well away. You know, you should also stay well away from America too, if you have the possibility, because you already know how it goes down in America. So again, do not be afraid to do this on your own. You are strong enough. It is a characteristic of Hebrew culture to be able to pick up and leave whenever Yah says. So Abraham picked up and left. Isaac picked up and left. Jacob picked up and left. Joseph forced to leave. Moses picked up and left. Joshua traveling his whole life, going into the promised land. Leaving is not something that Hebrews are unaccustomed with. So you have to have that same go, go, go mindset too. And so let's go ahead and, if you don't have it, adopt it. And don't forget, in America, there were several exoduses too. Remember the exodus from the South. In the turn of the century, it was an exodus from the South. Millions, headed west, headed north. So don't forget it. Don't forget that you are a traveling man, and not in a Masonic sense. Don't think that we're talking in code here, because I'm familiar with, some of these Masonic codes. But as a traveling man, not a traveling with an M, but a traveling man with an H for Hebrew, crossing over, you should be prepared to move. Even in the place where you move to, let's just say you move to Africa. You can't just be stuck there as if that's your home either. You may be in a continual journey. So prepare yourself to be a stranger and pilgrim on the earth, because right now, you don't have a country anyway. America's not your country. America is not your land. Don't forget it. All right? Shalom, shalom.